Here we now have the accuser giving their side of the story, explaining what happens. I do cut off the back end of it because it's not really important. You get the gist of everything he wants to get across within this first few minutes of it.
Hey guys, this is part number 2 of the woman takes my Apple charger and thought that nobody would notice. Just want to make this as quick as possible. Got a lot of things to let you guys know about, and I don't want to make this video too long, so let me just go right into it. So what happened was my wife and I were on a flight, and the flight got delayed 3 times. The third time, the pilot gave us an option to deplane, go get something to eat, because it was going to take longer than they expected, so we had about an hour to go and then come back. Okay, so everyone's trying to get off the flight. It's not like a normal deplaning. You know, some people were taking their time, some people didn't want to get off, so it's not like when you land and everyone kind of gets up and everybody kind of goes in order. It wasn't like that. So some people were getting off before others. Keep that in mind because it's gonna prove a point somewhere along the story. So my wife and I get off, and then within like, I don't know, I think it was a few minutes or so, someone came up to us in the terminal and said, hey, listen, I just want to let you know I'm sitting across from you to your left, and there's a girl that got off the flight that actually stopped at your seat, unplugged your charger, rolled it up and put it in her bag. So keep that in mind. She unplugged it. I left it plugged in. So it was plugged in underneath the seat, and some of the wire was left on top of the seat. So she stopped people from deplaning. Okay, she stopped the flow of everybody exiting to bend down, unplug it, roll it up, and put it in her bag. Okay, so a lot of people are saying, well, maybe she was going to give it back, and I said to myself, okay, she had a couple different options there. She could have taken it and returned it to one of the flight attendants on the way out. Okay. Or she could have been more apologetic when I asked her and confronted her if she had taken my charger. Her energy was all attitude. And if it wasn't for that, okay, I would probably never posted this video. Just want to let you guys know that for everybody that thinks that I'm a really bad guy, just keep in mind that the flight attendant, when they were made aware of what was going on, they gave me the option. Okay, usually they don't give you this option. They gave me the option of having them calling the authorities, having this woman removed from the flight and arrested for stealing. Okay, she said we can do that if you like. That is within your rights. What I could tell you is that if that is the direction you're going in, the flight is going to be delayed even longer, because most likely everyone's going to have to deplane again. And I said no. I was like, everyone on this flight doesn't deserve that. Let's just move on. I got my charger back. Let's just try to get to Miami, as quick as we can, because we're already I think it was 3 hours delayed already.
Now, here's the kicker. The person who's a supposed thief in the situation has also made a video responding to all this and explaining her side of the situation. Here's the clip.
Hi everyone, Charger Thief here. I wasn't going to make a video responding to this at all because it was over a year ago and I didn't want to give it more attention than it's already gotten, but this has really been blown so out of proportion. I am getting bombarded with harassment, flooded with death threats. So for context, this charger was found on the ground of an emptying flight where we were told to remove all possessions because we didn't know if we would be getting back onto the same plane since there's technical issues. I was coming from the back rows, so when I picked it up again off the ground, did not unplug it, it was on the ground. I kind of embraced the people behind me, kind of showing that I had it. No stealthy behavior here. And then on my way out, I told the stewardess she wouldn't take it because they cannot be liable for passenger possessions. So this man, he had been recording well before I got on, getting in people's faces about this charger. And then when I got on, I immediately told him that I would give him back his charger, but to just give me a second because several hours had passed. And we'd been delayed for over 3 hours. It was honestly the last thing on my mind. I didn't even know where this charger was. And what I was worried about was my 20-pound cat that had just thrown up at the gate. That's the brown carrier that I'm holding in front of me. I wanted to find a safe place to set my cat down and my luggage, and also get a little bit of distance from this like very aggressive, erratic man for my own safety. Again, I told him I'd give it to him, but to just give me a minute. Watching the video, like I could have acted more gracefully, but I was really stressed out boarding, concerned about my cat, clearly out of breath, exhausted after over 8 hours at the airport, only to be recorded and yelled at like this man. I totally acted imperfectly, as most of us do under duress. In his video, he says that he was given the choice to press charges and chose not to, and that was really kind of him, but that's just a bold-faced lie. That never happened. What the video neglects to show is him losing his mind well after I give him back the charger, sat in my seat in the back, and he continues yelling at everyone and the crew threatening to remove him off the flight if he can't control his rage. You can even hear his wife say, like, Ed, calm down, like, I don't want to get kicked off the flight. His reaction was outsized from the start, and I'm sure he'll make another video clinging on to his 5 minutes of fame, refusing and denying everything that I've said here. And I don't really care. This is the only video I'm going to make on this. It's already consumed too much of my time. Believe what you guys want. Again, I do not condone stealing.
And now you have both sides to the supposed story here. And honestly, I look at this and I go, like, the guy's reaction to this, quote, stolen charger was a bit over the top. I looked up the official Apple charger, like what that brick would be, and the cord itself that costs about 70 Aussie dollars, which is about 46 US dollars, which that is a bit costly for a charger. Yes, it sure is, but ultimately, it's not the end of the world. Most people usually have a second charge, and you said you're there with your wife, so if you can't get a second charger now, it's not the end. Here we have someone going off at a Little Caesars employee for their food being, quote, too greasy. Here's the clip.
Excuse me? What you think? I drove back over here, didn't I?
Mama, you need that new
What do you need? What you need tonight?
that new cheeseburger.
What you need? Why would you give me this? So to ask me that is an insult on top of the fact that I had to get up out my bed and drive back down here for my kids to eat tonight.
So did you say I need
So,
extra butter, guys?
are you the manager?
Yeah, that's what I am.
You gotta get some help. You gotta really get some help. For real, I'm trying not to snatch out your hair tonight and get into it with you. For real, because that's where I'm at. You don't need to ask me that, ma'am. I'm back in your restaurant. Let's use common sense. I'm back here. Let's use common sense. I wouldn't have came back if I didn't want the bread. Here's the receipt, and you got it on the top. Why would you serve somebody like that? What the f*** I look like? The immigrant?
Yeah, okay, thank you. Next.
I'm not moving, and you gonna take it easy. I'm telling you, you never know what people ask. Baby girl, Little Caesars don't pay you that much. I'm gonna remind you again.
Did you say extra butter, guys? Sorry. Did she say?
Okay, that's extra to you.
Did you say I need
That
butter?
how ignorant is that? How stupid is that?
Excuse me.
You excused. You excused. You gonna give me my money or give me my bread? I'm not moving. And you're not gonna help nobody else. You not gonna help nobody else. You gave me the attitude, so I'm giving it back to your ass. You got the game.
I'm sorry, but if you're ordering food from any form of fast food restaurant and you complain about your food being too greasy, then I'm sorry, you shouldn't go to a fast food restaurant. That's going to happen from time to time. There's going to just be a point where you've gone in there at a point where it's getting close to the point where they need to clean things and get rid of a lot of the excess grease, but they're not quite there yet. And going off like this about it is kind of stupid, not going to lie. Here we have the ultimate lesson on why you should lock your car at night, especially if it's out on your driveway. Unfortunately for the person here, they did not see the camera footage of what happened the night beforehand before she went out there.
Please don't ever come back to my car again. I'm sorry. Please don't. Did you take anything from my car? Okay, you promise? I can't do this. Please don't ever come back here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. The street's over there. It's okay. It's okay.
Apparently ended up calling 911 and they found the guy not too far down the road. Apparently, according to the guy, he Ubered to the wrong place late at night when he was drunk out of his mind kind of deal and then just crashed at this car. Weird. I don't get it. I'm sure the woman here got a very good wake-up call of, maybe I should lock my car at night.
Now we jump over the border to go look at some Tim Hortons, where we have a security guy at the Tim Hortons who has an interesting interaction with a random person who's coming in. And apparently this is tame for an average day here.
Now you're gonna say I'm gonna put your ass on TikTok?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're cool, eh, bud?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're real cool.
See, this is why Tim Hortons needs security, because there's too many crazy people like this around.
I am the security, bitch.
No, you're just crazy.
No, I'm actually the security. In all Tim Hortons restaurants, bitch. Why don't you swing the cane at me there?
There's no need.
What are you gonna try?
You're
and
no
get her
threat.
You're gonna try and get her to hate me too?
No, no one needs to hate you, man. No one needs to hate you.
Asswipe?
You just need to move along. That's
Buddy,
it.
Buddy, you're not gonna tell me to move along. I'm not letting you me through that window anymore when I walk by the store. Sticking your tongue out at me.
Everybody knows different, man.
So you're still filming, eh, dickhead?
That's all right.
So you get
For the safety of the staff
You don't
here.
have a life, eh?
For the safety of the staff here. When there's
The
crazy
safety of
people
the
like you,
staff. Do you
we
think
gotta
the
make
staff
sure
is
the people are
scared?
safe.
Why would the staff be scared?
They don't need to be scared.
Well,
They just
you're
don't need to
protecting
put
them.
up
How
with,
are you
like,
gonna protect the
annoyances.
staff? How are you gonna protect them? You're gonna beat people with your cane? What?
No, there's no need.
Video of them?
All the evidence we need.
I don't think they need your protection, bud. In fact, I know they don't need your protection. Bitch. What, you want a nice clear shot of my face with your goofy phone? You know I can grab your phone right now and put handcuffs on you, bitch. That's my next job.
No, I'm not crazy. I'm the actual security guard for this Tim Hortons, and I'm going to threaten to assault you by ripping your phone out of your hands and flipping you around just to handcuff you. I mean, I don't think even police officers can get away with that type of nonsense of ripping a phone out of someone's hand for no particular reason aside from them just recording a current incident or something that's happening in front of them. Like, I think you're a little bit off the rails, buddy. I think the rail track's about 500 meters down the road, and if you go look at it and go stand on it, maybe you'll think a bit better this time around. Maybe not, though. Maybe you'll get lost. Here we have yet another neighborhood Karen. This time we have a very interesting situation where apparently she just causes drama with almost everyone in the neighborhood, but this time around she decided to apparently have some words to some kids who were apparently riding down the street unsafely, so the mother gets involved and we have an interesting fight.
Hi. Yes.
Are those the 3 boys? Are those yours?
Yes. Is there any particular reason why you're recording them?
Could you wait 1 second? Do you know that your 3 boys, your little one was on the middle that's not safe? Do you know that they kept riding by me and your older one pointed his cell at me?
Yes, because you're recording my children riding down the street.
Excuse me, I was not. Okay, I'm gonna say something.
Say
You
it.
can walk in right now, my cell phone is charging. This is my eyeglass case.
Okay.
Now, I'm just gonna say something. You need to stop. You have come over here before and stood on my lawn and stared at me with the phone. My cameras show it. Jen, knock it off. Or we'll simply get the Santa Rosa cow.
Call him right now. Call him right now. Call him right now because I don't give a shit what you say to me, to my husband, to anybody else. But when you involve my children in this, call the police. Call them.
I'm raking my leaves. I don't know.
I don't give a shit about you. I wouldn't stand in your yard recording you. I don't even know who you are. I know that you have a problem with me because you have a problem with everybody.
That your husband collects apparently a disability and runs a landscape company as a veteran. I got a big problem with that. It's called fraud.
Are you kidding me right now?
People are looking into it, Jen.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Nobody can enjoy where we live anymore because you create so much drama for everybody for no reason. As I said, I do not care what you say or what you do with any of the adults around here, but when you involve my children, that's when we have a problem.
Riding unsafely. Number one.
You're not their parent. You don't get to decide how they're riding.
Inside, I was not recording. Number three, you are disturbing me. Leave.
I am in a public place on the road. I can sit wherever I want
Do
to.
not harass people, fatso.
You know, you can't sit here and harass people, you fatso. By your definition of harassment, based upon you're calling this harassment, isn't you're insulting and name-calling technically harassment too? Because I think, to a level, it's probably worse than what she was saying to you. She was just saying, you call shit with everyone. Can you, not do that? Especially with my kids. I don't care if you're around with the adults around here, but leave my kids out of it. That's where I have a problem. Oh god. And it's yeah, I can understand being concerned when kids are riding unsafe, but again, I want to know what your quote unsafe is in these terms here. It might just be something that in the grand scheme of things is perfectly fine. No one really has a problem with it. But it could also be a case where it's oh, genuinely unsafe, riding without helmets. But at the same time, it's one of those things where yeah, you can do your best to tell them, hey, it's not safe to do this, but if they ignore you and do it anyway, you just kind of have to hope that they may not have to deal with the consequences of those unsafe actions, or hope that when they do, they come out fine, but also learn. I don't know. This person seems a bit insane. And I refuse to make a comment about her quote calling something fraud because I don't know enough. I don't know shit when it comes to that system in America. So, someone in the comments may enlighten me, I suppose. Here we have an unhappy girlfriend going off at another person because apparently their boyfriend has been texting this woman. Why don't you go scream at your boy? Whatever.
Look at him. Don't look his direction. Don't text him. Don't ask for his phone. You're a liar, bitch. See, that's why I don't like little scandalous, raggedy-ass, trailer-park-ass hoes like you, because you lie about with somebody, man. Because he's my man, and you've been talking. Don't talk to him at all. Never. Don't. No, it is you, bitch. Don't play with me. Why are you asking him if he's texting you? If you got your text message in. If you're a guy, don't play with me. You got a crazy one this time, bitch. And I'm telling you right now, you got a crazy one. I know where you live.
How's the rabbit fire? Has the rabbits been on fire? I'm so... That's not even a good pun. Move to the next clip. In this clip, we got the person behind the camera interacting with the cops over something, I would say somewhat major depending on who you are, but basically he put some unnecessary hassle for the police, probably for various reasons, maybe to play up the story on camera and other things along those lines. I do get it, but here's the clip anyway.
I know, I got it. I got it, but you're coming up to me very aggressively.
Sir, are you going to provide me your license?
Okay, but what did you catch me speeding on?
Is this car registered to you?
Yeah, absolutely, sir.
Okay.
What did you catch me speeding on?
License, sir.
What was I speeding?
You're not going to provide me with your license.
I'm absolutely going to, but can you tell me what I did wrong?
I already told you. If I ask you for your license one more time, I'm going to pull you out this car.
But sir, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Provide me with your license.
Absolutely, but you need to tell me what I did wrong. Unless I did something wrong, you will not receive my...
I'm going to write you a ticket. If you do not provide me your license, you are now obstructing, which is an arrestable offense. So I'm asking you to provide me with your license. I clearly told you...
Sir, I need to know what I did.
Let me see your license,
You can't...
sir.
You don't... I do not need to identify if I haven't done anything. What have I done?
Get out the car.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa! Whoa! What the fuck? You let go of me!
Alright, before you speak to my supervisor, here's a citation for doing 60 and a 45. With this ticket, you can pay it, you can contest it in court, or you can elect the school out.
Sir, you stole my identification.
I'm gonna put this right here for you.
Take it?
No.
Okay,
there's your ticket,
There's
sir.
your ticket.
Well,
have a good day. Goodbye.
That's how you guys handle it. I got assaulted, and that's how you handle it.
I understand the point of view of not wanting to really hand over your ID until the cop tells you why they pulled you over today. But at a certain point, you should just do it probably to save you the unnecessary hassle that this probably ended up becoming. They didn't use anything against you aside from the speeding ticket. They didn't bother with any other charges, which I think you got lucky on. And yeah, you might be able to pursue an assault case here, but I don't know how well that would go considering they pulled you over doing 60 in a 45 zone, which I would say is pretty major speeding. Like, converting miles to kilometers here in Australia, that's the difference between a main road and highway speeds. And highway speeds on a main road can be pretty deadly, especially depending on the area. I don't know. What's your thoughts? The story behind this one is that the person who's behind the camera, their car alarm was going off apparently all night, according to the old lady here. According to the person behind the camera, this old lady in the morning went all the way over to her apartment in the complex, which is on the other side of the building, so it's less likely she's going to be able to hear a car alarm going off. Apparently was knocking aggressively on her door, and then when the doors open, apparently was aggressively either speaking or was aggressively yelling about the car alarm thing to the neighbor. That's what I'm gathering from what's the story's being told here. So yeah. Anyhow, this escalates with the older lady deciding to call the cops on this one because apparently a crime's occurred because the car alarm was going off all night. Here's a clip.
You're lying, y'all. So this lady came to my door, telling me my car is going off. Right now, she calling the police. Been going off all night. Okay, how will I know that? You're a Karen. Karen, I found a Karen, guys. And now she's being hostile. I found a Karen. Her car alarm. You sound stupid. It's literally being a nuisance to every single neighbor around us. I can't wait till the police get here, bro. Because you're not going to sit here and harass me for my car.
I'm not harassing anybody.
You are harassing me. You came to my door. Okay.
Tell her at least turn it off during the day.
And you said it in the worst way you could possibly say it. Girl, bye.
She slammed the door
Is that the
in my
police?
face when I asked the door if that was her car.
Hello? Are you the police? Come on.
My name is Holly. Holly, you can call me Hollywood.
No, you ain't gonna, girl, bye. You ain't gonna get there for me. Hi, how are you? Okay, so I live in 107 in the back right here. Okay. So if you stand in my room, I can cut my alarm back on. You will not hear my alarm. And the only reason it will go off is because it's really sensitive. I don't know if something hitting it. The tree is hitting it, but like if anything hit it, my car alarm, it was going off. I guess it was going off all night, and apparently it was unlocked. So I don't know if somebody was trying to get in there, but you know, it's a car. If somebody's trying to get in your car, it's gonna go off. So no, it's my white Acura. But so I can't hear it. Like if you go in my room, I can't hear jack. Like I'm in the back, I can't hear nothing. Okay. She came to my door very hostile, saying hi, and no, yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you did. Oh yeah, you did. Anyways, yeah, you can't hear it. So she came to my door. She was like, "Is that your car going off?" And my mom said no, cause she didn't know could my car ever go off. Then she was like, I was like, "Is it a white Acura?" "Oh yeah, mine." She was like, "Oh well, can you cut it off?" If she would say that, that's it, cool. She's like, "It's been 2 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're doing disturbance. I'm gonna call the police on you," because she went off. She went off. I'm a young person. I slammed the door in my face because you was yelling. It's a car.
I'm the only one here right now, okay?
Yeah.
I don't need you guys talking to each other right now. I need to figure out. No, I got you. You're fine. You're fine. But let me try to figure this out so that way I can help you instead of it escalating further. You know what I'm trying to say? So just give me 1 second.
Some people are just not.
Okay.
She could easily say, huh?
Like I say, I'm here to keep the peace unless a crime occurred. Did a crime occur?
No.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
What? My car? Okay. Going off? I'm in the bed. I'm asleep. Like,
okay. All right. Is there anything else that you need to tell me?
Why is she still talking?
I'm about to go talk to her and figure out her side.
No, I'm trying to figure out. Is a black. I don't want because she said something about being white, so I don't want to put no race in it. I'm not a race person.
No, I got you.
Yeah. So I don't like that. I don't like that she did that.
Okay,
I don't like that.
So now that I got another officer here, if you don't mind going... I'll speak to him. Okay.
I think the first thing I just want to push here, I get you want to tell your story and you feel like she's going to just lie and all that, and you want to just make sure the cop gets your story, but when he's told you like, hey, I'll get to you, I want to talk to you guys separately, you kind of just stop for a moment and let the police officer do their thing. You're only going to frustrate them more with this entire thing if you continue to annoy them and continue to try and push your end of the story. Like, I get it. It sucks if in this case. But yeah, just maybe don't do that. On the second thing,
I'm so glad that most new cars don't have those car alarms that go off when you touch the car. Like, it was a good idea on the surface, those type of car alarms, but ultimately, over time, it's just really terrible. And also, doesn't the car alarm just, like, it's from the sounds of it, it sounds like the car alarm flicked off on multiple times, something touched the car to flick it back on again, and it looped on that all night, which... interesting to say the least. I've not seen a car alarm do that. I worked in an undercover car park for quite a while, and occasionally car alarms will go off and they will turn off after a while, and then you just don't hear that car alarm go off again. Most likely never. First up, we have a very intriguing traffic stop. Now, we have no idea why the traffic was these guys were stopped in the first place. It's not context we get given here, and ultimately speaking, it doesn't matter too much because these police officers decide to go on about how these pills are not allowed to be within reach of drivers because they're narcotics. I'll just let you watch the clip here.
So, I'm going to explain this very quickly. If you don't unlock this door, you'll be charged with obstruct police, okay?
The
door was open, and now you locked it.
I have a video.
In plain sight, she had pills in the door.
That's my pills, though.
Okay, that doesn't make a difference. To the driver.
Pardon me?
It's accessible to the driver, so under the law... if it's accessible to
this is my van, though.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
She is driving the vehicle?
No, it's my vehicle, though.
Then we're going to charge you with obstruct as well. So you need to open the door for us. Otherwise, we're going to have to take you out of the vehicle in a way you won't like. So
why? What did I do?
The window will be smashed, and you'll be taken out of the vehicle unless you unlock the window. Unlock the door.
Okay, but what do you need the door unlocked for, though?
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. What?
Why do you need the door unlocked?
Because we need to find out what those pills are.
Oh, they're mine, though.
It doesn't matter.
So you're just going to look at the name?
Okay, if you don't open the door, man.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name on them?
Your vehicle is also going to be impounded, and you're going to be stuck here.
No, I'm just asking. Are you just going to look at the name?
Sorry?
Are you just going to look at the name, like the bottle?
Absolutely.
Oh. That's all I have to say. Those are my pills.
Okay. And what's your name, sorry?
Ashley.
No. Ashley?
Yeah? What do you mean, no? Those are mine.
I got that, but these are gabapentin.
Those are gabapentin, though.
Cancer.
I got that, but these cannot be within reach of the driver.
They're what in the reach?
They
Your
switched.
car smells like weed.
How does it smell like
Your car
weed?
smells like weed. So that is right in the cup holder, or the
Yeah,
door handle
'cause
of the driver. That's the driver position of the vehicle. That is right there.
Because they switched spots before we drove in.
We're just switching because I was tired.
But so then you were driving then.
Yeah, I was
And then it's still
driving.
within reach of a driver.
But I have
It doesn't-
cancer. I have colon cancer. I'm terminal, and that's why I have all these pills.
But you cannot have medication like that. That's within reach of
No,
a driver.
I have medication all over because I had cancer and I have to have access to it. I just got discharged from the hospital.
Okay. When did you get discharged from the hospital?
Like a week ago, and that's why I have all these pills. Like I was supposed to get more, and I have
hospital?
Thunder Bay
Thunder Bay
Regional.
Okay.
And I have it from my pain doctor, Dr. Bizantz, and he's the one who prescribed me all these pills, and I just picked them up, and that's why we have them in my vehicle.
I'm not disputing that, but you need to understand something. You cannot have these anywhere that is accessible.
But it's my vehicle, though. Like, where would I put it? Where am I going to put
it? The trunk then.
Why? I have to have it on my person.
That is so stupid. What? I'm sorry, but what?
Because I have to take them all the time. I take them 3-4 times a day.
I let you talk, but you don't let me
No,
talk.
but I'm just saying I have to take them 3-4 times a day.
Now listen, stop talking and listen to me. If you don't want to get stopped here, you're going to listen to me, okay? You cannot have a narcotic within reach of anybody in the front seat, driver's seat of the vehicle.
Well, I did not know that. Like, can I just have my pills in?
But it doesn't. You cannot claim ignorance.
I'm not claiming ignorance because it's my vehicle.
Listen,
I was
you
just
cannot claim
driving.
ignorance, just like you cannot claim ignorance if you didn't know that you can't kill
No,
someone.
I wasn't.
You can't have open alcohol. You can't have narcotics in the front seat.
It's not narcotic. I
It
was
is
driving,
narcotics.
and I have
Gabapentin is a
cancer,
narcotic.
though. I just told you.
It doesn't matter. So you're driving under the influence of narcotics? Is that what you're telling me?
No, because
You
I'm
told me you
not
have to take
driving.
me- Right.
Yeah, and I have
But you
to.
told me you were driving. You got tired. You switched. You told me you have to take these 3 times a day.
Yeah, I do, and then it says right on the pill bottle.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't affect my driving.
Gabapentin does affect.
No, it doesn't.
It does. You
Not
can't
when
take
you
a
have
narcotic.
colon cancer and you're terminal.
I understand. It doesn't matter whether you have cancer. Cancer doesn't improve your driving
it
ability.
does.
Cancer improves your driving ability? It makes you a better driver?
It just those pills don't affect me
but
though.
I have no proof that you were the one taking them. I have no proof that she
Those
wasn't
are my
taking
pills.
It's probably the first time in a very long time I've actually interjected into a clip, because usually what I do is I watch through the entire clip, gather my thoughts, and then talk about it. What you heard just before in the middle of that clip was my genuine reaction to hearing what was said prior to that. So let's fill you in with some context for those you don't know. Now, I think the first thing to get out of the way, gabapentin may cause vision changes, clumsiness, unsteadiness, dizziness, drowsiness, sleepiness, or trouble with thinking. But it's one of those things where it isn't straight up you can't drive with it. It's more of a make sure you understand how your body reacts to this medicine before you drive. You're still allowed to drive when you have this in your system, by from what I can read. And furthermore, to that, if you don't know what gabapentin is, it's a anticonvulsant medication primarily used to treat partial seizures and necropathic pain. It is commonly used medication for the treatment of necropathic pain caused by diabetic nephropathy, post-anergetic neuralgia, and central pain. I butchered every single one of those words, and you can't tell me otherwise. But this just seems so ridiculous to me. And then from what I can, it seems to be one of those situations where, yeah, in theory, this can get you in a lot of crap in America, but at the same time, it's very ridiculous. And then furthermore to that, I'm just listening to this whole thing. If it was some form of prescription weed or alcohol, whatever, fair enough, makes sense. But this is pills, and these are prescription drugs that, at least via what is known, what I can gather on them, it's kind of one of those things where they are side effects that could affect your driving, but it's one of those things where you just need to know how your body reacts to it, and once you know that, you should be fine, kind of deal. And also, I love the brief moment when the guy decided to try and find another way to continue this mess and say, why does your car smell like weed? I'm glad that this was completely thrown out the window very quickly by them, and they decided to not pursue that further, because that's usually what I've seen police officers do in America when they have nothing else they can really use against someone. They just want to try and have the ability to search someone's car for no reason, which is ridiculous in the first place. This entire thing was just, what the hell are you doing? Here we venture to the UK, where McDonald's is refusing to take an English 50 British pound note because too much counterfeit tender has gone through in the country, so they just refuse to accept it. Here's the clip. Get back to you in a moment.
Stem.
Hello.
Are you going to take my English money?
We're not taking the £50, no, sorry.
So it's my little boy's 3rd birthday today, and this guy here won't let my little boy have a McDonald's. That's all he wants, because he won't take an English £50 note.
Yeah, we don't take them, sorry.
Why?
Because there are too many counterfeit ones about.
That's not my problem. That's not my problem. I haven't got a counterfeit one. You need to have the equipment to find out what's counterfeit and what's not. If your staff have taken fake money, that's not my fault. Yeah, it's down to you to check whether that's real or not.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we just don't take them. There's nothing I can do about it.
What do you mean there's nothing you can do about it? My boy's 3 years old today, and he wants a McDonald's.
Yeah, sorry. We just don't take them, I'm afraid.
Right, this is going further than what you actually realise, mate. Okay. You're refusing to take English money. You're refusing to take English money.
Yeah, sorry. We don't take them.
Because someone else gave you fake money.
No, because there's too many in the country.
Someone else gave you fake money, so you're not going to let my little boy have a McDonald's on his birthday.
Many companies don't take us, sorry, it's just that we don't take
Can
them.
you name them other companies, please? Can you name the other companies?
So 2 things first. First off, this person went to a different McDonald's that was also in the local area. They ended up accepting the $50 note, so at least they got their food that day, which is pretty good. But on the second note here, from what I can gather from doing a bit of research, legal tender in the UK has a very small route of definition. Businesses can just not accept what is technically legal tender for basically any reason they so choose. If it has to do with something, if it's something to do with a debt and you're paying off a debt with legal tender, then in those cases they have to accept it. But if it's nothing to do with a debt, then they don't have to accept it. They can deny cash, they can deny cards, they can deny whatever they so choose as a business. Whether that keeps people happy or not is the other question, but That's a thing they can do. I don't agree to it here. I think it's ridiculously stupid. It's like, oh, there's too many counterfeit 50s in the country, so we're just going to have to not accept them. Sorry about that. Honestly, I'm sitting here thinking, as someone who's been behind a cash register before, and going off of it's a meal for a kid, I wouldn't be too surprised if they just didn't want to accept it because they don't want to go through the hassle of breaking a 50. Because that's annoying. Especially if you have to get a bunch of coins. They just didn't want to deal with that, which is... If that's the case, that's some level of what in the world I've never seen before. But, you know, it makes sense. They just weren't accepting that 50 because too many counterfeits, bro.